Well, I feel inspired, and that's what we're going to invite, of course, Ayodele Campbell to join the show this night. Welcome to the show. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Many thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start with this fantastic lady. I know a lot of guys were more interested in her big hugs than, you know, the actual implication of her being at the World Cup. There's no better form of PR than what she did.
That goes to show you the power of football, the power of sports, power of football. And you have a leader who's thinking, who's been able to leverage on the popularity of the game on the world stage, make people see another side of Croatia. I understand, apart from the football, we all know the Rakitic, Modric, but of course.
No, people will go there for summer.
For summer and all that. Like, this woman comes out, not even a man, a woman, cheering every game, flew economy class. It's, apart from, I always like to, it's a global thing, but I always like to relate it to us as a nation.
Definitely.
I mean, our leaders should take a cue from people like this. We have a nation, we're not saying they have everything, but our people, yes, Croatia is about 4 million and all that, you can compare.
More like the
but
size
still,
of K2.
it's not about the size of the country, it's about what the leaders are willing to do. If we have a country of about 4 million people, you're still willing to fly economy class. There's a country that got to the World Cup finals. Nigeria has not gotten to the quarterfinals at the World Cup stage. So in terms of that, you have a president who understands that you have to, you understand that the service, you understand, in terms of service, the day she missed in office, the money was deducted. She didn't earn money for those days, missed. That is leadership. Being selfless, being in front, always cheering the players. Every game after a game, going into the dressing room to cheer up the players. It just makes you understand that this leadership is not, it's about leading.
Let me look for trouble a little bit now. Let me look for trouble, Ayodele.
Yeah.
Now, Nigerians, you guys are hypocrites. Okay. I remember after the first game against Croatia, and we had a lot of Nigerian leaders, you know, going to the dressing room, and there were complaints. Why are they there? Make una go house, go and do the job. And now we are congratulating this woman. Now, let's don't go into this argument because it's not going to end. Because I actually want to talk about a particular player, Kenneth Omero. Why does he insist on going to Chelsea? He's been signed on to Chelsea for going close to 7 years. He's not kicked a ball officially for Chelsea Football Club. Why is he not moving on? Because I feel if we're going to get the best out of Kenneth Omero, he needs week in, week out of football. And I don't know if he's going to get that at Chelsea.
Now, I'll take you back to his colleague in Chelsea. Moses got farmed out. Liverpool, Stoke City, West Ham. Now, Moses, 2 seasons won the Premier League and became fulcrum as in a major part of the Chelsea.
Had to change formation, had to change playing position.
It depends. You see right now, you see a lot of football right now is evolving. You see a lot of players right now actually playing that position. You understand? It's a balance between being attacking and defending. So it builds a defensive part of the game, of an attacker's game. That's what Moses has done. It made him a better player. Kenneth Omero, I think, is a fighter. Yes, it can give him one more try. We have a new coach right now. Sorry, let's see what happens. Maybe after the season, if it works out for him, he can stay. But then I think I mean, you always want to play for the biggest clubs. It's not the average Nigerian player who wants to run to Qatar or Saudi Arabia or all this kind of leagues. I think he actually wants to fight and play at the top level. So I think let him give it a fight. He's still young. He's less than 25, so he can do it.
Before we round up for today, the Flying Eagles play Mauritania tomorrow. I saw them train today. Young players, quick. And they seem like they mean business. They beat Morocco. Guinea, who usually are a tough side in underage competitions. 1-1, it ended in the first leg. Now, Nigeria have to be extremely careful. A goalless draw or any kind of win will do for the Flying Eagles.
So they have to be careful, and you cannot, in this kind of games, you cannot take anybody for granted. You cannot underrate anybody. So I believe we have what it takes to take it, but then don't take them for granted. They've taken out Morocco, so that tells you they have something. They have something over. And as the guys they've come with a statement. They want to knock us out. So you can't sleep. You have to get the job done. You have to get the job done.
Get it done, indeed. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully we get you in and have more talks as the season gets geared of course, to get ready. I don't know how prepared you are for the coming season because it's looking hot, it's looking ready. Managers and Jose Mourinho is already complaining, you know. Let's don't start with Mourinho again this season. Now, that's our package for tonight. And thanks to my production crew. Of course, the man himself, DNE, DMO. Of course, the show returns next week, God willing. I am Chidi Aberez, and I wish you a pleasant weekend.